welcome to the Macedonian cuisine. We're about to introduce you to a variety of typical Macedonian dishes, starters, mains, spreads, and salads. These are the foods which Macedonians love to prepare and indulge in. These are the flavors which remind us of our childhood, because our grandmothers used to cook them. And so did their grandmothers, and so did their grandmothers, and so on. On today's menu, we will introduce you to the most recognizable Macedonian savory flavors. Macedonian salad, stuffed pepper, round pie, baked beans, sharska burger, and villager's pot, as well as ajvar and pinjur, our vegetable spreads. Macedonian salad is a fresh veggie salad accented by the peculiar flavor of a baked pepper. For preparation of the Macedonian salad, you will need 2 tomatoes, 2 peppers, onion, parsley, salt, and oil. First, you roast the pepper and peel the skin and remove the seeds. You can use a hot pepper if you like to spice up the salad. Then, you chop up the onions and the parsley and set them aside. Chop up the tomatoes in bite-sized cube shapes. Add the roasted pepper, chopped. Add the onion and the parsley, season it with salt and oil, and decorate it with an olive on top. It is very easy to prepare stuffed peppers. Roast the peppers and prepare the stuffing aside. You need a soft cheese and an egg for the stuffing, and a dish of flour, a dish of whipped eggs, a dish of breadcrumbs for the rest. Peel the roasted pepper and cut it by the length. Fill it up with the mix of soft cheese and eggs. Any soft cheese will do, but traditionally we use izvarka or urda, which is the type of product you get when you boil up the residue water from making feta cheese. Fill the pepper up with the mix of soft cheese and eggs, and then bread the pepper by covering it thoroughly with white flour, then soaking it in the gently whipped eggs, and then finally covering it again thoroughly in breadcrumbs. Once it's done like this, we fry it until we reach a delicious golden shade of the topping. Stuffed pepper can be served both hot and cold, as a starter or as a side dish. Now let's make a cheese pie. The dough is prepared with white flour, yeast, and a dash of salt and sugar. We need some soft cheese and eggs for the fill. After the yeast is started, we knead the dough to make it homogeneous and cut it in 4. We form little balls and leave the dough to rise for about 20 minutes. Then we use a traditional long and thin rolling pin to stretch the dough into nice thin sheets, constantly adding flour while stretching. We add some oil all over the surface and finally disperse the fill of izvarka cheese and eggs, roll it up on both ends and roll it in a spiral shape. We place it in the pan and finally add some oil on top and put it away in a preheated oven until it reaches golden color on the top. Now let's make our most famous dish, tavče gravče. This is translated as baked beans. The main ingredient of this probably most well-known Macedonian dish are the white kidney beans. We wash them and boil them in water for about an hour. Meanwhile, we prepare the other ingredients. We chop some onion finely. We chop some pepper, some garlic, and set salt and red pepper powder and grinded pepper and vegetable spice and oil aside. We add all this together in a pot to fry it at a low temperature until they slightly change color. Then We transfer them in the baking pot and mix it with the boiled beans. We use a traditional clay pot for this. Then we can add some slices of red paprika on top and we put it in the oven until it's well baked. Szarska is a type of burger typically made of minced veal and pork meat. Its name derives from the special ingredient, szarsko cheese, a semi-hard yellow cheese made of sheep's milk in the highland meadows and pastures of Szar Mountain. We stuff the meat with cheese, disperse some oil on its surface and give it a nice round shape. Then we grill it until it's cooked. Our last dish today is villager's pot. For this main dish, we need both pork and veal meat, diced in cubes. We need some fresh mushrooms, peppers, tomatoes, garlic, and onion. We will wash and slice them well. We need a small amount of dough for the end. We need paprika and vegetable spice as well as salt and pepper and some oil to season. We put the meat and veggies in layers in a traditional clay pot. In the end, we hermetically close the lid of the pot to make sure the ingredients will boil up well in their own juices. We put it in the preheated oven and bake it about 40 minutes on a very high temperature. Macedonian cuisine is historically influenced by major events and migration of population. So most of our desserts are shared among all Balkan and European cuisines. Apple and pumpkin pies, baklava, fried dough with jams and fruit preserves are among our most common desserts, but so is fresh fruit. Thanks for watching. We hope Macedonian food is your next culinary inspiration.